Well, hello there. How are ya? It is Danielle, the painting turtle. I have this new product that I got, and it is, I ordered rice paper. When it came, it's like this thing, it says mulberry paper sheets. Okay, so I'm thinking that they're one and the same. Anyhow, it's pretty cool, and I have an idea for it, so I thought I would real quick see if it will even do what I want it to do. First off, I don't know. I've never really tried this stuff, so I don't know how it will take color. Actually, pretty nice. Look at that. So I'm just going to make some colors on here because I have an idea for even more of this. So I'm going to use a little bit of purple in this little area. I am using my Artist Loft watercolors. This one is, I think, rose. I have to look at my sheet, see how much it is or what it is. And you know, I'm gonna say I don't even care if these touch. But look at, that's kind of cool, the way it just kind of melds together. That's nice. Okay, let's see if we can add a little bit of this one in here. Oh, that's pretty. This group of colors, watercolors, they have great pigment. They don't, they get crumbly for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but they are crumbly. And I don't like that. Yeah, I got my thing out. Let's see what colors those are. So this is crimson red, and this is rose, and this is violet. So yeah, we'll put all that out there. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. A little more rose. A little vermilion. Let's try a little vermilion over here and see what that looks like. And then I have the coolest idea, but we're going to have to do this really quick and then come back when it's fully dry, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have to do this dry. And I don't want to mess it up. I got to go make dinner anyway, so it's not a big deal. This is magenta, which is like, to me, it looks exactly like the rose color. Maybe a slight shade different. I'm not sure, but that's magenta. It looks just like rose. Just saying. In the palette, they don't look the same. But I'm not going to lift up the palette right now because I got stuff to do. And I don't want it to go everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to do a little blue. This is, which blue is this? This is, I think this is cobalt blue. That would make sense. It looks like cobalt blue. I'm going to get some of this to be really light. Let's try another blue. Oh, this is not blue, this is green, but I needed some greens anyway, so let's do a couple greens since we have it wet and on the brush. No sense in wasting it. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Let's do a little bit of cerulean blue. So yeah, these are just Artist Loft. They're inexpensive. They're great for little projects that you want to do, cards, practice. I don't think that any watercolors or anything, I don't think that there are any that are like, oh my goodness, you shouldn't use those ones. You should only use the fabulous ones. I really don't believe that. I think everything has its place, and if you want to use something that you're able to afford, then you use what you can use. If you're able to afford really high quality, holy cow, pigments, then you just do that. If you're not, then find something you can afford. It's not going to, nobody's going, if you gave somebody a painting that you did, they're not going to be like, oh my goodness, what kind of paints did you use? Because I only will accept this gift if it's really good paint. Nobody's going to say that to you. That's silly. And for most of us, we are not going to be selling $75,000 artists things. But on the other hand, you might, because I used to know, there's a artist that I knew back in the day, and this person had all kinds of stuff in their art. So many things, like this one and this one, it's so similar. But yeah, he used to put so much stuff in his artwork. I was always like, what? You can't paint on that. Well, yeah, you can, because he did, and it sold like hotcakes. So, dude, you can do whatever you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you can't. Okay, and then we're going to put a little bit of yellow. This is, the last green was Viridian. This is mid-yellow. Mid-yellow. We're going to do a little mid-yellow. And then right next to mid-yellow, we're going to do a little bit of, these two dried out really fast. We're going to do a little bit of gambage. I can't say that word. Gamboge. Can't say it. It's one of those things. It's not hurting anybody, but for me not be able to say it. So it's fine. A little bit of yellow ochre. That one's not crumbly at all. That one's really nice. I like the yellow ochre. And a little bit of lemon yellow. The Gamboge, Gamboge. That one is a crumbly bunch of crumbles. So, dude, you guys at, now I can't remember what they're called. You guys need to realize some of your paints are falling apart. It's not a great thing. It's not a good look. Okay, so now I'm going to go make some dinner real quick, and I'll come back to you when this is completely dry. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, I am back. That didn't take any time at all to dry. I think that looks absolutely awesome. I did pick it up and I put the napkin underneath it so it hold it up a little bit, and I have a fan blowing, but it really didn't take that long for it to dry. So what I was thinking is ripping this into pieces, and then we'll make a card out of it. So I'm going to speed this up a bit, and I'll talk to you in a second. Okay, we got it all ripped apart now, the whole sheet. So we have white pieces, we have some white pieces over here. Yeah, I think this is going to turn out just the way I had envisioned it. We have some, have you figured out what it is yet? I'm sure you have, because we have leaf shapes, we've got our greens, we've got our blues, we got our pinks and purples, we got our yellows. Have you figured it out yet? think you probably have. We're going to make flowers. Anybody who thinks they can't make a flower is going to be sadly mistaken today, because we're gonna. Okay, so I have this piece of, it's a Canson Heritage. I know that's backwards right there, but it doesn't say it on the front. If it does, it's very, very light. But anyway, I was thinking we would use this because this stuff is so thick and so difficult for me to use. I'm like, dude, I'm not liking you. So let's see if we can do something different with you. Something that maybe you weren't made for. But I've heard a lot of people say they can't find this stuff anymore. So maybe other people had trouble with it too. And they were just like, you know what, we're not making that anymore. It's really thick. It's like super thick. It doesn't take watercolor well. And it makes me crazy. So we're going to do something different. Okay, so I got a bunch of acrylic paint out. I'll move this up just a little bit. There we go. Sorry, it's a little wiggly wobbly. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, I don't guess it really matters which side I'm going to do it on now, since I'm going to be using the acrylics. But, yeah. I have this Winchester. I think this is absolutely just the most beautiful thing. Don't even. But I don't think it'll go with what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something like more like just like a background. This is Homestead Blue. This is Damask. This is Sandstone, Ivory, French Lilac. I love that. Granite Gray and Steel Gray. So what I'm thinking is like the Sandstone and the Ivory and the French Lilac and these two, I think those ones all kind of like go together very, very nicely. So I'm thinking about making a background with that, and then we'll go from there. Maybe not the Ivory. Maybe I have a different something for the Ivory. Yes, I do. I think I do. Okay, so I'm going to open up a couple of these, and we're just going to see what comes of it. And if it's yucky, then I guess we won't do that. And if it's really awesome, then we'll be like, yay, that's what we meant to do. Yeah. Oh, that one needs to be shooken. Shooken. Pause. Okay. So, as you might have guessed, I'm looking for something that is completely neutralish, but gorgeous to have as a background for our pretty petals that we just made, which is really, really cool. So let's see if this is better now. I was going to start with this one, but it's got like something going on there. This is a new thing too, so I don't know what all that is, unless it's just part of the chalkiness. It's just a pain when you can't just go for it and just do what you want to do. Okay, I think we're there. Good enough. Okay, I'm going to start off with this, and just we're going to see where this takes us. Okay, that's not a bad color, really. I don't mind that. I'm not trying to do the entire thing. I want it to be very broken, if you know what that means, if you catch my drift. Very, very broken. Like broken edge at the top, broken edges everywhere. Not really specific. Not making a, oh my goodness, that is a perfect circle or a perfect rectangle or anything. I'm not looking for perfection. Our flowers are not perfect, so that's what I'm looking at. Okay, let's try a little bit of a different color. I still want to try out some of the French lilac. Like a background, you know, like a wall. And again, this paper is thick and it sucks up everything. So even in doing this, it is like taking the color, the paint, and just becoming one with it, like taking it away from me. So it's like, what in the world? It's like super thick. But I like that right there. That's pretty. Okay, we're going to leave that like that. Oh, nope, we're going to add a little more because I got it all on my thinner. And why not? Boom, boom, boom. Yes, that's nice. Okay, and then we're going to add a little bit of this. What is this one called? It is not called anything. Homestead Blue. Like, it's not called anything. I just thought I saw it. I did. Okay, so we're just going to take a little bit of the Homestead Blue and add it here and there. If it doesn't take over everything. Because it's kind of... I should have had some... what do you call that stuff? Clear gesso. I should have had my clear gesso over here. Too late now. We're already doing this. We're just gonna. Yeah, because I don't know if it would have mattered on this thing. This thing is so thick. It's just eating up that color. That's a lot of color. Okay, so I'm going to go back into, let's say, let's do some of this granite. This is a nice light color. Might just lighten that up just a hair. Yeah. That's a nice color. And all of these are different paints. This is just from the Walmart. My cat bit into it. So, yeah. Keep your paints away from your cat, dog, whatever. Because they want to chew on everything. I thought cats didn't like chew on stuff. Tigger chews on everything. I'm like, dude, cut it out. It's not yours to chew, man. It's not yours. He just looks at me. He looks at me. He's like, don't tell me that, woman. Everything that you have is mine. I'm like, dude, seriously, dude, come on. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my French lilac because this also is a very light color and the green's kind of taken it away. And I kind of want it back. Might go back to the other one too. But so far, so good, right? This is not bad. It's kind of like a, yeah. Let's see what these look like on there. Can you see that easily? Sure you can. Why not? Okay. We're almost there. I was thinking we needed some white space left behind, but I'm thinking maybe not because the more color you have behind it, the more those are going to show up, right? Because they're very light. I don't know. I just had a weird feeling today about this. I was like, that might be fun. I was sitting thinking, what do I do? What should I do? I need a project, but I need something that everybody is not doing. That's a hard one. Make your mind think of something that nobody else is doing. That's a hard one. That's one of those things where you're like, what? What? How? I'm going to go back to this one for just a second. Lighten it up in a couple places. Just bring some of that light back. Because it was pretty and now it's kind of gone for good. Yeah. It's not bad. It's kind of a nice little, you know? Okay, I'm going to say I like that. And we're going to just leave it there and let it dry, and I'll be back. Okay, we're dry. And I also have an idea. So I was thinking I found this really nice color of a matte board. As you guys all know, I love to use my matte boards. But I was thinking if I could build a pot out of that, I think that would be really, really, really cute, and it would keep with our theme of everything being ripped. You know what I mean? So I'm going to also put a little something underneath it so that it looks like it's kind of bowed a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I found these cool little squirty things to put on the end of your glue, and I thought that would be a great idea, and it works good. So now we're gonna put this down first, kind of squish it a bit, and then we're just gonna start building from here. And this is an old piece of matte board that I had underneath other art projects while I was painting. So yeah, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to hold this down a little bit so the glue adheres. You know what? We need more glue. It's just the way it is. We need more glue. I think we need more glue, especially on the sides and around the bottom here. You know, you know, you know. When you know, you know. And that's all there is to it. Yeah, look at that. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing? It's turned out fantastic. Oh, I was almost going to put paint on it, which would work. Paint usually is very gluey. Let's see. Once these hold on a little bit, then we'll be really good. It just has this like set a second, and then you're pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna just keep on adding little pieces until we have like a vase or a bowl shaped or something like that, because that's what we're going for. We're looking for the shape of a bowl or a shape of a pot or a vase. You know, you get my drift. You know what I'm talking about. And it's just gonna be, you know, I put the glue on the wrong part on this one. Nope, it has to be that way. So we're just gonna put it like that and try to make kind of like a little vase. Yeah. And see if my idea works. You get to be here to see if my idea works. Aren't you lucky? You're so lucky. You get to see if my idea works. I'm so happy that you're here. Yeah. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay, so we need another piece. Humpty Dumpty Dumpty Dum. I don't know. Maybe half of that? Oh, there we go. That's a good one. That is perfect. Practically perfect in every way. Oh, look at how cute that is. Kinda looks like, kinda. I have to mold it a bit, but it's okay. Kind of make it look like it's like a little, like you're meant to do that. You know what I mean? Oh, no. That is not what I'm looking for. Okay. Stop arguing with me. I'm looking for a toothpick. I grabbed a Q-tip instead. Not really a Q-tip, one of those extra large Q-tip thingies. Yeah. And then I got glue right here. That won't go with the the way it looks. Won't go at all. Okay, so add a little glue under here. I'll push this down, hold it for a second. Yeah, I think this is gonna work just fine, except for that. But that's why you always keep your leftover bits of paper, towels, whatever, because sometimes you just need a little piece that is completely, you know, messy. And then you just do that. Use it to hold the piece or pick up some glue or, okay, I think that looks cute. Just like that. We're going to leave it like that. I'm going to shut the glue because it's still just oozing everywhere. Even though I have this little lid on there, which I love those little lids. Let's see. Is there anything else that we could put under here? Yeah, I think we put a little bit under there. That'd be good. Just to make it look like there's more to the vase. You know what I mean? I wish I could hear you guys. I really do. I appreciate the comments, like super duper much. I appreciate your comments. I really do. If you have comments, please leave them. I would love to hear from you. Yeah. How about a little something right there? We'll kind of curve it a bit. Yeah. So now we have kind of like a little vase. Kinda. It's artistic, what do you call that? Artistic license? Maybe? Okay, so I made some little stems for us. Let's see, can you see those? We don't really need to see them very much because it's not going to be like super duper in your face. They're going to be like, gonna be covered, but it's the inside of a mat board. This is a color core mat board. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but it's a complete color all the way through the mat board. So when somebody cuts it on the bevel and puts it around your picture, then you see that color. But this color is one of my favorite colors. I love that color. It's so pretty. Let's see how far these go. Oh wow. Okay, so we're going to, I think I'll just stick them in here. There's glue in there which will hold them nicely, and then we can cut them down to whatever we want them to be, and we can also glue them. So we don't need all these in here, and they don't need to be perfect in any way. They're just there, just to look like stems. Like, oh my goodness, there's stems in there. These are actually flowers. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get situated and I'll be right back. Okay, so this one is a little bit big for what I'm thinking. So the reason why I like this paper so much is because look at how it rips so nicely. Do you see that? It's like it has such an easy torn edge. I like those little torn edges. We don't need that. It doesn't all have to be painted either. It can be just like some of it's painted, some of it's not quite so painted. Excuse me. Some of it's not quite so painted. So there you go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange these little petals that I just made into kind of like a flower, and then we're just going to see how it goes. Some of these are going to be whitish, obviously. Some of them are just going to be all red, but we'll see how it looks, and then we'll glue it all together and we'll put it on top. I think there's two there. Come on, move. Thank you. Yeah, like a little flower. And then take a little piece of the yellow. Not all insides of flowers are yellow. They just aren't. But look at how cute that is. Okay, there's one more thing I'm going to try real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was just concerned because you can't really see the edges that well. And if I'm going to do this and make it that pretty, then I want to do it all the way. So I got out my Caron Brush Marker Pro, and I was just seeing if they would hold on to it around the edges, and they do very nicely actually. So whichever way you want the petal to go, just kind of, and you could do this with other things. I'm sure you could do it just regular old marker. It doesn't have to be this. Just put a little bit around the edges just so that it gives you a little definition. Yeah, I like that. And they don't all have to have this on there. Some of them might just be fine the way they are, but this pinky red one I thought needed it. So this is lipstick red, and I like this. I think this looks good. Just a little, doesn't have to be all the way. And then you could do this after if you'd rather. Like, make all your flowers, and then if you decide that some of them need a little extra zhuzhing, then you give them a little extra zhuzh. Because why not? Yeah. Okay, what do you think about that? These are watercolor pens, markers. So you could get a little bit of your water and just kind of thin it out a little bit with your paintbrush if it gets too thick in certain areas. Like, kind of like this one. Kind of got too thick for me a little bit there. I'm thinking maybe not. Maybe it won't. We shall see. Oh, it came off though. Well, that's cool. Okay, now I'm gonna make my flower. Voila. Okay, so I think that looks pretty spectacular right there. I'm gonna warn you on a couple little things. Even if you have a little cat hair on your paper, don't blow it, because if you blow on it, then all of your little petals go flying and they're gone, and then you're like, what? Everybody left. Anyhow, that's just a little silliness on my part, but I thought I would do that part and then I would bring you guys back in and we'll add the petals, or no, the leaves. We'll add some leaves in here, just to fill it out a bit. Your leaves don't have to be any shape. They can be whatever shape you want them to be. They can be circles. They don't all have to be the same color green. They can be whatever you want them to be. So I got a few little leaf shapies here, and we'll do this little number here a couple times, and then I think it'll be finished. But this is very, 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 very easy. I keep trying to get more glue. I have glue right there. This is super easy. Anybody can do this. I know I tell you that all the time. But it really is. This is easy. This is fun. You don't have to have, dang it, you don't have to have rice paper to do this. You can do this with anything. You could do this with computer paper. You can do this with anything that you have on hand. It doesn't have to be rice paper. It could be whatever. I just got rice paper, so this is what came to my mind, and I thought this would be fun. Let's try it. And it really is. It's a lot of fun. I wish I wish there was more time to where I could just show you guys the whole entire, see, that can blow all your stuff everywhere too. Show you the entire process, but I think a lot of people will just be bored with the entire process because it's just a lot of putting glue on pieces and sticking them in places, and that's not always fun for everybody to just sit and watch. So a lot of times I do a lot of it, I show you a little bit of it, and then you can go and do it yourself, and therefore you see all the fun on your own side of the camera. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a very good thing. But yeah, you can see what I'm doing. You can see that this is not hard. But it's like a 3D picture. It's like a 3D painting. Oh, sorry. I'm going to back you up a bit because holy cow. It's like a 3D painting. Look at that. Isn't that just the funnest little thing you ever saw? You ever did see? Put a little bit of glue and then just find a little spot. Because all of nature has leaves, and some leaves are darker and some leaves are not so dark. So we're going to put a couple blue ones in there too because we have blue ones, so why not? Why not? Some say why, I say why not. Let's see what other color we have over here of a leaf. I have to apologize if you can hear my neighbor's TV. Their TV is quite loud at times. And they've been gone. And now they're back. And they're so loud in the evening. And I thought I would have this done already. And I didn't. So I'm going to take that out of there because I don't like it. See how easy that is? And I'll put this one in here because I do like it. A little something green instead of, yeah, I like that. I think that looks really, really cute. What do you think? I would love to hear what you think. So yeah, you're going to have to comment on this one and tell me what you're thinking. What are you thinking? You know? I'd like to hear what you're thinking. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. Ah, makes me nervous to do stuff like that and just be like so all out there. See, what do you think? That's going to be too dark, eh? Way too dark. Let's try this one. That one's lighter. But, you know, making it more like real leaves, petals. Do. Oh, that's nice, actually. What do you think? Tell me. Can you talk to me? No, you can't because it's a video. By the time you see this, I'll be long on to the next thing. Yeah. But I think that's kind of cute. Let's get the red one. Where's the red one that we had? And put little lines for the red ones. Yeah. Oh, my stars. So 2G. Everybody remember what 2G means, right? Right. Okay, let's do a little bit of water. If you get your paintbrush just a little bit wet and just dab it on there, then you can get more extra water, more extra color, so we can get that leaf, that petal to pop a bit, so you see it, because it lied down there. It fell down, and it's not getting up. There you go. Maybe. Oh, the leaf is holding it back. There we go. That looks better. Okay. See? Kitty cat here. Kitty cats. Oh my goodness. They're so everywhere. Okay, and so I'm going to take a very little bit of this purple, this dark purple, just a tad. I'm just gonna put it right there, give it a little zhuzh of water, dab it off a bit, and then maybe do a little, maybe, I don't know, that might not be enough. But you don't want to do too dark on your white stuff, because if you do, then you know what happens. It gets all, it's not white anymore. You just need a hint of color is what you need on white. Just a hint. Just a hinty hint. Ooh, that's even too much. That's too much. It's gonna soak in. No, it's not. There it goes. Aha! Perfect. Perfect, man. Perfect. Okay. I think that's pretty spectacular right there. Let's not do this anymore. I'm also going to do a little bit of this on the centers. Yeah, there's glue on there, so I don't know how that's gonna affect our little nib. I don't want it to. Maybe we'll do this way instead. Yeah, that's better. Are you watching what I'm doing? You are. Good job. Thank you. Yeah. And maybe we need something just a little darker. Not much, but just a little. What color is that? Let's try amber. I really like this one. This amber color. Yeah, that's probably the one. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I'm talking louder because I'm trying to talk over my neighbor's TV. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. You probably can't even hear it. It just sounds like wah 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 in the background. Kind of silly. And I think we might be done. What do you think? What do you think anyway? Oh my goodness, how cute. Oh, sorry, it's all wiggly wiggly. It's very wiggly. What do you think about that? I think that is adorable. I like how it's ripped edges. I like the whole thing. I like it. It's just all kind of copacetic. It sits there nicely together. I like it. I think it's beautiful. I think I'm going to put it on my wall for a while before I either give it away or something. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm going to do something with it. And let's see, what can we use for the shadow? I need a shadow color. I'm going to look for a shadow color. Okay, we have gray, but I dropped one on the floor. Maybe, yes, this one, black, and we'll just do a little shadow. Little shadow color. Give it a little zhuzh of water. Like I said, this doesn't usually zhuzh very nicely, but since we have the acrylic on there, look at it. Whoa, very nice. I like that. That's snazzy. That makes me happy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. I like that. Okay. Now I think we're done. Now I say we're done. What do you think? I would love to hear what you think. Tell me what you think about it. I think it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. Okay, I'm going to let you go. You guys have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this is fine, but you have a great time, and I will be back very soon with another project, and hopefully you really like it. Look at it. Isn't it cute? I love it. Oh my goodness. It turned out better than I even thought. Okay. 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 God bless you guys. Have a great night. Don't forget to like, share it. Share the video and comment and subscribe. The most important part. Subscribe. Let me know how you like it. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Have a great night. God bless. Bye.